Okay, so welcome back. The fifth chair, or one of the chairs, excuse me, for the 5 chairs project is to use a different material called popsicle sticks and some wood. So first we're going to take a look at the materials they're going to give us. We'll talk about the safety on how we're going to assemble it. Obviously we're going to use some very hot items, so we're going to talk about, how do we deal with hot items and how do we cut wood in our course. So let's take a look at some of what is given to you for materials. So if we look, you're getting popsicle sticks that look like this. I'm going to be bringing in toothpicks that are not shown. So you'll also have very skinny regular toothpicks, that's standard toothpicks. And then you have some of these woodcraft shapes you can use to help your chair design come to life, all right? So those are what are given to you. And basically, we look at this as a raw material that you can make into whatever you need, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. And you're going to, first things first, you're going to learn how to cut. So if I take a popsicle stick, there's 2 ways to cut it. If you use the first, well, by the way, I better stop and take a look at our equipment. So let's have you swing over, honey. All right, so over here, I have a hand saw that I'll be showing you how to use, okay? And then I'll be using the easy cutter. This is a large one, but typically you'll probably be using a small one. These 2 easy cutters, you must have your safety glasses on. You must have safety glasses with the easy cutter. All right, so let's start with that because I just said something. So I'm gonna grab the easy cutter, I'm gonna grab my safety glasses, I'm gonna put them on my face. I have a rule. So if you want to cut this particular popsicle with the easy cutter, which means obviously it'll be easy, let's look at how it works. There's a safety, so I can swing this safety out. So if I swing it out, I can open it up. And obviously I have a large blade that I don't want anybody to be near, so no silly business. I want that put inside the container I'm going to give you, and then I want you to take the stick, all right? So if I want to cut it, I'm going to come over here and I can cut it straight, so I can just push down like that, and literally I have a nice piece, so there's a piece, okay? But they don't always work that nice, all right? If I want an angle piece, what's nice is I can lay it on here, I can lay it on any angle I want. So that's what's neat about it. So I can cut a nice angle on there if you need. So that's really nice. But the big one works great. I wish I had some more. In fact, I'd like to buy some more. But I have many of the little easy cutters. So here we go for the easy cutter here.
Oh my
Again,
gosh.
lock it, unlock it.
I'm scared.
All right, now the little one, how this works is this tends to let the little pieces fly. That's why I have it inside here. So if I cut this one, watch the difference. If I cut this one, see how that moved real quick? Did everybody see that? So safety-wise, that's why you have glasses on. So I cut it, so now I have a piece in here I can use, and a piece over here I can use, and you use a piece over here. Oops, and it came outside the container. So that's why I'd like you to just stay here with your safety glasses when you're cutting these, okay? And then you can collect them and then go ahead and assemble. It's just a quick way to do it. Now, if you want precision, want a nice cut. I'm going to show you a little trick with this one. All right, so first of all, yes, it is a saw blade, but you almost got to look so carefully to see these little serrated edge. But I'm going to be honest, and then don't do this, but I'm just going to show you because I've used it many times. So if I go like that, I'm not getting cut. All right, so that, believe it or not, we don't have to worry that much about it. So I'm going to show you a couple things that I'd like to get you started. So let's say that you have a line drawn on here. So I'll draw a quick line and with a black marker. So let's say this is a nice straight line, and you like to cut that. Now what you're going to do, believe it or not, is you're going to use your finger as a straight edge. So put your finger and then touch it up against it. Now I know that sounds weird, but how could I cut my finger here? I cannot. Because which way am I cutting? Straight down. So I'm holding down on the popsicle and I'm pressing against the blade. And then I'm going to keep my tool and just go back and forth, and I saw it right off. Does everybody see that? That's a nice little trick. I'll do one more. So if I want another piece, and did you guys see how quick that was? And it's not going to have a piece flying in the air.
Good.
So that's what I prefer. So then I'll lay the blade right here, put my finger here, and then I have another cut. So that is a quick way to actually cut a couple pieces, all right?
Why can't you just chop down? Why can't you just chop down?
You have a choice. So in reference to that, if you're going to use the easy cutters, once again, you must have your glasses on, all right?
Glasses?
If you're going to use the little one, you also have to have your glasses on. But with this little hand tool, you don't necessarily have to have that. You can just saw it quickly. Now, let's talk about assembling, all right? So step one on assembly, the people who are going to be assembling, we got to be careful, all right? So one thing I think I'm going to do, I just thought of, to make sure you guys don't get burnt, is I'm going to make sure that all of you have a little bit of help. So I'll put two of these in each room in case for hot gluing. So I'll put these by the hot glue area, and then I'll put it in the other room. So we'll have 4 of them, 2 in each room. Now let's take a look. Let's try to glue a couple pieces together. So here's one, here's another one, and here's my hot glue gun. All right. So basically, what you want to do is, let's say I would like to glue this one perpendicular like that, right? But you know, if I touched it right now, what could I get? What could happen?
Cut.
I could get burnt,
Burnt.
right? All right, so what I'd like to do is this. I'm going to try a little trick, okay? The little trick, obviously, is to hold the long one. Everybody see that? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to apply the glue on the long one. Just a little dab will do ya. And I'm going to place this on top of it.
It's like a little holder.
And this stops you from what? Getting burnt. Now, if you want to push down on it and you don't want to get burnt, there's no reason you can't take another stick and put a little pressure on it. Everybody see that? Mm-hmm. And that way I'm not putting my what close to that. I'm not putting my fingers by the hot glue.
I was trying to say that.
And please be aware of your neighbors, so that you have neighbors around you. Now, the biggest thing on using the wood, you guys, is you do have to have sort of a plan. So you might want to, this is really going to make you collaborate, as they say. And you're going to have to work carefully to make your structure, because this is going to be pretty structural. Okay? So anyway, as far as the safety goes, the rule is that you must always have the hot glue gun on the green cutting board. Anytime you're cutting any wood in this class, any wood, you will always use this tool on the cutting board, and the popsicle stick, you put it right on the cutting board.